YouTube, what's going on? My name is Kevin the Tech Ninja, and in this very vlog, I talk about the snowstorm, this beast of a monitor behind me, and I talk about the best story I ever heard. All right, guys, this is my first vlog of the week. My last vlog is when I was talking about Big Homie Joe and just having a baby. Everything is good with the baby. We just got done taking some nice pictures and all that stuff. So he'll share those on Google Plus if he wants to. Now, today I'm going to talk about the snowstorm that hit the East Coast and also the Midwest as well. Now, as you guys know, I'm in Michigan, and the snowstorm came and pretty much dumped 18 inches in a 24-hour period. For me, it's not a big deal. My car, I put Blizzak tires on this, and I'm like a tank. But a lot of people had issues, and unfortunately, some people got into a car accident and died, and it was pretty tough. But we got through it. We are Michiganders, and we're made to deal with this type of stuff. So everything is good so far. And all you people that post messages about you living in 80-degree weather and 70-degree weather, you know who I'm talking to. You need to stop doing that because it makes me really, really jealous. All right, next thing I want to talk about is this monitor behind me. This is the LG 34-inch extra wide monitor. And I actually just picked it up last week. On my Instagram, I posted a picture of me unboxing it. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at TechNinjaSpeaks and also Twitter at TechNinjaSpeaks as well. Now, this monitor, the reason I picked it up is because I'm doing a lot of video editing for work here that you see in front of you, Android Authority. And also I do a lot of other stuff as far as like side projects I do. So I'm in a timeline editing video software a lot of the time. With that being said, I need to have my full screen real estate. And it's really tough to have that with just a square monitor or two monitors. One monitor so I can stretch my program out through the whole monitor is really cool. So yeah, I picked this monitor up. It's a super great monitor, and I love it thus far. I'm finally back in the gym. It's been a very long time, but I'm taking it real easy in the gym, just doing cardio and very, very lightweight. It feels good to be back in the gym. It's just hard to grab motivation sometimes to go all the time, but I am back in the gym. I'm doing my thing in there, so hopefully I can drop a good quick 25 and get back to the way I was. So now it's time to talk about the best story I have ever heard, maybe in life or maybe just this year, I don't know. But it's a really, really great story. I was actually having lunch with my dad, and we were just kind of talking. I don't know what made us talk about it, but my dad fought in Vietnam War. He did a couple tours there, and he was an airplane. Well, he was a chopper gunner. He was on he was in the transport chopper, and he manned the big gun. So that's what he did. I don't think it was a 50. I don't think it was a 50 caliber because I said, oh, is that a 50 cal? It wasn't a 50 caliber. It was something else they were shooting. But anyways, he manned that gun. And the story he told me, because he said, we were talking about PTSD and all these things. And, I said, said some people think that PTSD is coming because your mind doesn't have enough time to adjust to what's happening around you. So hear me out. Like, you could be in Michigan, for example, and then 15 hours later, you're in the middle of a battlefield in Afghanistan. There's no transitional period. And after you're in Afghanistan, they can fly you back home for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then fly you back to the battlefield. So your mind doesn't have a chance to adjust and prepare for what's coming. Versus World War II, you get across the English Channel. That took a long time, and flight took a long time, and boats and trains, and all the way that they traveled back in World War II took much longer than what we experience today. When I was going through school, there was a lot of people that I ran into that were ex-military. And the things they always told me was like, yo, like this time last year, I was shooting at people, and now I'm in college right now listening to a professor tell me why I need this math class. Like, it's just the stark difference when you get back home versus when you're over there. It's like two different worlds, and it seems almost impossible to adjust back. I don't know. I just thought that was crazy. But that was a big diversion from my actual story. So the actual story is that my dad said the way you communicate back home was much different than what we have today. Obviously, we have satellite phones and Skype and all that stuff. He said what you would do is there was a radio station called Owl, I believe it was called Owl, And with this radio station, basically it was made for anyone in the army or armed forces overseas. And there's a long line. He said the line was probably 200 to 300 people, extremely long line. And they'll line up after dinner. Some people will forego dinner to make sure they get on this line. And then when you get on the phone, you talk to this guy on the radio, and he's broadcasting back in America. And basically you'll say your name, and then you'll say, what group you're in or what have you. And if your family or people who know you are listening, they'll then call in the number and they'll put the two phones together, and then you have a conversation. It was so delayed, probably 15 to 20 seconds delayed. So my dad finally got in line. He hadn't spoke to his family in almost a year, and he got in line. He waited, and finally got to the phone, and he said his name, where he was from, and then his dad got on the phone. And his dad was like, "Who is this?" My dad was like, "It's your son, Al." And his dad was like, "You don't sound like Al." He said, "It is Al." And his dad was like, "Get off, quit playing on my phone. I'm trying to talk to my son." And hung up the phone. And that was the first conversation my dad has had with his family in a year. It was just this delayed conversation of his dad not believing it's him. So for me, I think that's hilarious, knowing like where we've came so far in just such a small period of time as far as technology, where now I had a buddy that was in Iraq, and we did a Skype phone call. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the mic. We did a Skype phone call. Like, I can't get over that. Like, we just had a conversation where I could see him, I could hear him and everything. But just 50 years ago, you had to do a call through a radio with 20-second delay. So, I just think a lot has changed, obviously, in technology, and it's interesting to see where we're going to go from another 50 years from now, and how technology is bringing everyone closer together and making things that was seemingly impossible extremely possible. I mean, remember the movie Cable Guy, and Jim Carrey said that I'll be able to play Mortal Kombat against a kid in China? And that seems so far-fetched, but now that's just normal. Like, getting an online game and playing someone from around the world is just normal. It's normality. So I don't know, guys. That was just kind of something that I thought was extremely funny, how difficult it was to communicate back home if you were in the armed forces or if you lived out of country. So that is it, guys. As always, my name is Kevin the Tech Ninja. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to your channel, share this video with people who you may think would like this video or like this style of video. As I said, man, I'm trying to keep it balanced, do a little tech here, a little bit of lifestyle, and a little bit of vlogging as well, to kind of get you an overall complete package. And I'm doing this for fun, man. I'm not really here to make a lot of money or get YouTube rich or nothing like that. I do this for fun, just something to do and have fun with, and, have a conversation. That's what it's about, right? All right, guys, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.